Not ignoring you guys. We just staying locked in. Gotta make sure I record it. That way I can post it on YouTube tomorrow. Jessica, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Welcome. Welcome, girl. Welcome. All right, hold on. A little parched. All right, let's get into the first question. My man of 10 years hasn't been the best guy to me. He's controlling and gaslights me for things that aren't real or true. He says he doesn't trust me. He's jealous and possessive. I've never cheated, but now I've lost interest in him. Oh, I think we read this one yesterday, but we'll do it again. Do you think it's possible to regain that spark? He says he's unhappy. And girl, it sounds like you are unhappy as well. Sounds like the both of you guys are unhappy. And especially, why would you, if you know he's a gaslighter, he's a cheater, or not a cheater, but gaslighter, he manipulates you, you guys are always arguing, always gets upset over things. Is that the type of relationship you're going to want to be in? Because in order to get past what he's going on, like what he's going through right now, it's going to be some counseling. It's going to be some therapy. That's just for him. That's not including your guys' relationship, you know, because couples counseling is different than him going through those issues, because if it's not you, it's going to be somebody else. So that's why I mean, like, it seems like a lot of work. But again, if you really like this dude, you guys can both, if you guys want it work, you guys can like make it work. But it has to be effort on both sides. But to me, you already said that you lost the spark. And when you lose the spark, it's very difficult to regain that spark. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's going to be a little bit difficult, because say you don't want to try and he wants to try, or you want to try and he doesn't want to try, like it's going to be even harder. So I would just recommend, like, if you guys don't want to do, if he doesn't want to do counseling and you guys don't want to do counseling, it's time to go. It's time to make that decision. I wasted 10 years and nothing worked. If it doesn't try not to lose more time. And see, thank you for that, kitten pa. Sometimes you just sit, if you're hoping things are going to change, I'll tell you right now, things are not going to change, you know, like on their own. It's going to be effort on the both of you guys, not just on one side. So I'll let you know that right now. It has to be effort on both sides. And if there isn't, it's not going to work. Okay. All right. Next question. Can a man not want to sleep with you because he actually cares about you and your feelings? My guy friend just told me he couldn't handle me being hurt by any. What? Can a man not want to sleep with you because he actually cares about you and your feelings? My guy friend just told me he couldn't handle me being hurt by anyone. I mean, it depends. If he's like, say, a really good guy and he's like, I don't want to ruin our friendship, then possibly. But I'm thinking more that, especially since you said he's a man, you know, air quotes, I think he's not attracted to you in that way. That's why he hasn't made a move. Because for the most part, guys like to be intimate, and, you know, they'll try to slide it in whatever they can. Let's be honest. Especially if he's a man. Say it with me. Man. So I think he's not attracted to you. That's why. Or, you know, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Say he's a great guy and he's like, I really like our friendship. I don't want to ruin it by being intimate. It could be that, right? I would just say, let's not overthink it. He just doesn't want to slide it in you, and that's okay. Continue being friends. But it's one of the two. He's not attracted to you, or he actually wants to be a good friend. Hola, what's up, Envy? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? All right, next question. My ex kept asking me to get back with him, but no matter how many times I say no, he doesn't stop. I suspect it's because I haven't dated since him. How do I make it clear I'd rather be single for the rest of my life than be with him? Girl, first of all, you said your ex. Block him. Block him. Why is he not blocked? If he makes another account, block. If he makes another one, block. If he starts messaging you and you find out it's him, block. You stop responding. You continuing to respond to him, you giving him that attention, gives him that hope. Because, I mean, and it's going to take some time for him to stop, because ladies can relate to this. Meaning, like, I'm sure you have a lot of guys in your DM talking to themselves, right? I'm sure girls can relate. There's a lot of guys in their DMs talking to themselves. And some exes will actually do that too. They'll message you and message you and message you and message you. And they'll talk to themselves for a while. And then after a while, they'll be like, all right, cool. You know what? She's not going to respond. But the reason he keeps messaging you and having hope that there could be something there is that you keep responding, right? After a period of time, people will stop. Exes will stop. And if you're not answering them, people in your DMs will stop talking to themselves. I mean, for the most part, there's some people who will talk to themselves in your DMs for the longest time. So I would just say, if you haven't blocked them, block them, stop communication. You don't need to know how his day's going, how your day going, nothing like that. Even if he becomes super petty or disrespectful when he sends you messages, you don't respond at all until he gets to the point that, hey, like, this is not going to work. So, but since you're responding to him, you're giving him hope. Hi from Cali. What's up? Chingona. Chiona. Pero Chiona. What's up, girl? I was in a situationship with an ex because, as you said, I keep responding. See, thank you for saying that. Even cut mutual friends. But when you keep responding to somebody, you keep leaving that door open and you keep giving them hope that maybe you are going to say yes one time, right? You never know. Like that one time that you're feeling lonely and you're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Come over. All right. Next question. How do I get my man to compliment me more? I'm postpartum and I feel horrible about myself. I need more from him. First of all, shame on him for not knowing this stuff, that this happens, especially, postpartum depression and things like that. It happens. And the guy should have known that this happens. Hey, remember to make sure you let your girl know you appreciate her, you find her sexy still, and X, Y, and Z. Shout out to the guys who do that. And the guys that don't do it, shame on you, okay? And how do you tell him? Just basically tell him, be like, yo, do you, like, I need more from you. Like, you say you love me, you say this, tell me, I need to know. And just tell him this whole postpartum thing. Like, you shouldn't even have to tell him. That's the sad part. You shouldn't have to tell him. He should be telling you this stuff regardless, whether you are postpartum or not. He should continue to tell you throughout your relationship that you're sexy, you're beautiful, flirt with you. So fellas, if I know there's guys in here, never stop telling your girl that. It doesn't matter if you've been with her for 10 years, 20 years, continue flirting with her, continue complimenting her, because trust me, it's nice coming from you and they enjoy that coming from you. And it makes them feel wanted coming from you. It's when you stop trying in a relationship, it's a matter of time before things start falling apart. And you did all this work to court this girl, your wife. You did all this work to get her, to make her fall in love with you. And then once you got her, you stopped, right? Because trust me, I'm sure there's another guy out there waiting, just plotting. He's waiting for the plot, waiting for you to mess up so he can just slide right in. All right, next question. My husband got a vasectomy. Now he thinks he has to finish in me every time. I honestly don't hate it, but I definitely don't want it every single encounter. But it seems to be his number one turn on. So how do I go about it? Here's a question for you guys, because I don't know. Do you guys hate, like, say you let your man finish in you every time? Is it a bad thing or is it a good thing? Like, how is is it an inconvenience afterwards? Because I don't know. Obviously, like, I'm the one leaving the liquid kids in there. I'm not the one having to take care of them in there, right? Watch out for them in there. Is it an issue for you guys? I'm asking you. I'm asking the chat. Is it an issue? Or what are the issues? It's a bad thing, bad health for the cat. Elsa says it's bad for the cat. Depends on your health for me, but also don't want it in me all the time. It messes up the pH balance. It all depends on the encounter. It tends to give you a change of pH. So like this is automatic. It's not how do I say it? Like if you release them children, does that not help? Like I'm trying to learn from you guys. Okay, so for the most part, people it tends to give I've heard from a few people saying that it can be an issue. So not every time. That's what I'm learning right now from you guys. So if anybody else wants to let me know if there's any other downfalls for it, or if there's somebody who loves it every single time. Because to be honest, your boy loves to do it, and doing it outside is not preferred for me. The slow exit, it makes takes its time to clear out the body. Okay. And I get it. See, I'm learning from you guys too. This is how we learn. Definitely the pH TMI, but it comes out of us for days. I mean, let's just say the liquid kids like to stay warm. You know, they want a little somewhere to stay. You can't kick them out right away. I'm just joking. Okay, so it makes sense, right? And maybe I'll actually do a whole video on that. Low key, if it's hot and good, I'm low key. I want it. See, that's the first person that said that they like it, they enjoy it. But I can see where you guys are coming from too. Like it causes issues down there. I get it, makes sense. And this is why I'm here to learn, and other guys are here to learn. Yanin, ¿cómo estás? How are you? So I'll do a video later on that. That way I can, obviously ask some more questions and get a little bit more information. All right, hold on. All right. I want to be able to please my man. It's a turn on for me, but I can't. But I would love to. I want to give him the great experience. What advice, tips can you give me so I can get better and better? Now, based off, because I've been doing this for a minute. It's not because I've been doing that. Just people ask similar questions. There is numbing sprays that you can get, especially I think there's one for like when you're sick. You can actually, because I've used that because my throat was fucking killing me. That's gonna help you, like open that up back there, and so numbing spray, practicing over time, like a little bit here, a little bit there, and then eventually, you're gonna train them muscles to open up and be able to do it. Right? That's if you can't do it. If that's what you're implying, that you have a hard time doing it because maybe you gag or you feel like you're gonna throw up or something like that. Maybe that. Thank you, Monica, for all the gifts. I see you, girl. Watch online videos. I mean, that could help too, but I feel like training the muscles would help more in this case. Breathe through your nose. Giggle says breathe through your nose. You get used to it after a while unless he's huge, says Mari. Can Naughty Science get something for that, like a numbing spray? I thought there was a numbing spray, but I'll look. So shout out to everyone also gets stuff at naughtyscience.com. Link is in the bio. I would say lay on the bed and on your back, hang your head. Oh, she's talking about effing the face. And absolutely, yes. Absolutely. That's a different way because the way your head gets angled, you can it's a little easier for it to go sliding back there. So definitely, thank you, Basshead, for that. Take a deep breath before going down. Absolutely. But I'll check Naughty Science if I can add something like that. For those that don't know, I do sell, tools to help your guys' relationship issue, experiments, if you will. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely right there. Link is in the bio for that. So, all right, let's get into the next question. Oh, hold on. Let me read these. Hands are a huge help. The way you move them will help. Okay. Lolita, thank you for the gift. I see you, girl. Chloroplastic is all over the counter. Numbing throat spray for sore throats. See, exactly. Naughty Science is the best. Gracias, Vivi. I appreciate you. Shout out to everyone who has purchased stuff there. I really do appreciate it. So definitely, numbing spray would be the way to go. All right. You think looks matter more than personality? Now, do I think, while I answer this, what matters more to you guys, looks or personality? Here's my answer on that. I say looks matter more because I've never went to go shoot my shot at somebody I was not attracted to. You know, personality comes later on. You know, I can see personality working, like say maybe you've known somebody for a long period of time and you really weren't attracted to them, and then all of a sudden, you know, you like how they, you know, engage with you, how they are as like with their personality. I get that 100%. But initially, it's always looks. That's what gets your attention. That's what attracts you to that person is looks. Like, let's be honest. Like I've said before, I've never approached or I've never went to go shoot my shot at somebody I did not find attractive. Like, that's how it started. I found them attractive, you know, and you have to find your person attractive. But it can happen in other ways. I'm not saying the way this is just like initially, boom, you see somebody, you're like, dang, find that person attractive. Let me go shoot my shot, right? Or like say you have mutual friends or something like that, and you've been around this person. At first you didn't find them attractive, but then you started liking how they are. Cause let's be honest, okay? Cause there is no way. She had to get to know him in order for them to start dating, or it was his money, or it was something different. Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez, that dude is not the best looking. And Selena Gomez, she's a good looking woman. So like it can happen, right? Definitely not looks on that one. That one definitely wasn't looks. That one definitely had to be personality or something different, or the money or something, because that was not looks. I'm sure she didn't see him and was like, that's a good looking dude right there. Let me go holler at him. You know? So, because maybe he went to go shoot a shot and maybe she liked his personality and stuff like that. And maybe that's the way it happened too. But let's be honest. You know, that dude is not the best looking in the world to get her. So that's what I'm saying. He must have a big chorizo. It was something. It was anything else but besides the looks. Because, you know, the dude looks kind of funky. He looks kind of weird. But that's what I'm saying. Looks, for me, I say looks because I usually put, you know, you have to choose one or the other. Yeah, everybody's going to say both. They want both. But initially, looks. Because if I see somebody who I find attractive, I'm going to approach. I'm going to talk about, or like go talk to them. Who are we talking about? I was talking about Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez. You know how they're dating? I think they're still, I don't even know if they're still dating or not, but I was saying Benny Blanco is not the greatest looking dude in the world, and he got her. So I was like, it either had to be his personality or something different, because it definitely wasn't the looks. All right, next question. This one is a three-parter. I am the one who said earlier about 15 years RS with a gay ex, and then the narc BPD came in my life. Now I'm so ready to have lots of S and want it so bad, but I'm just easy feeling my body is a temple, but I want it so bad with lots of men in all sizes and ages from 28. I'm 40 but look 32. Okay. I bought tons of very sexy lingerie, want men to throw me through the bedroom, do it to the back seat, everything every day, but I'm scared to be called, I'm classy and outside, but inside I'm screaming to be F so bad. What is wrong with me? Why can't I just enjoy and be afraid of? Okay, I get what you're saying. 1000%, right? 100%. To me, well, first of all, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And hopefully, did it play the audio? Oh, I'm just making sure. Oh, yeah, it's playing the audio. All right, cool. Definitely a super freak, right? And there's nothing wrong to be craving to be thrown around, to be, manhandled, to be respectfully disrespected in the bedroom. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay. And I get it that you don't want to go and get like a bunch of bodies, a bunch of different people that, because say you hook up with somebody and they're horrible, right, in bed. They don't give you what you need. Say you hook up with somebody and they're very small and it's horrible in bed, right? Like, again, it can go the other way too, not just like absolutely great. And there's nothing wrong going out and having fun. You know, people call it the phase, right? We can't say it on here because we don't get suspended. But there's nothing wrong in going to go do that. Just protect yourself. You know, even if you want to tell your partner, be like, yeah, I want to do this, but you need to go get checked. I'll go get checked. You go get checked. That way, you know, whatever you're doing is clean, is safe. You don't get anything. They don't get anything. But there's nothing wrong. Don't let other people be like, oh, don't do that. Don't go sleep. No, do whatever makes you happy. Just be careful and protect yourself. That's all you got to do. Who cares what other people think? And if that's too much, then all you have to do is, honestly, if you don't want to catch a body, go to naughtysigns.com and you'll be able to get something that won't disappoint you, will get you to the point every time, and, you know, will fulfill you the way you need to be fulfilled for the most part, right? Obviously, you know, because, again, if you get somebody who absolutely sucks in the bedroom, you know, you're going to risk catching a body for mediocre, half-ass, or just not, it doesn't please you. So nobody else needs to know how much fun you're having. Exactly, Yvonne. Nobody. AZ Cactus Rose, ¿cómo estás? You don't need to tell the whole world how fun you're having. Just keep it to yourself. Tell you have fun. And if people find out, who gives a fuck? Just because they're not getting it, you know. Super freak after vanilla marriage. Yes, and that's happened because when you were in your marriage or the person you were with was not fulfilling you the way you needed to get fulfilled. Ali, ¿cómo estás? I saw that you jumped in too. And we need to get pleased, absolutely. And so that's why, do your thing. And who cares what other people say? Let them live their lives and you live yours. Just be safe about it. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'll never divulge my body count or divulge my body count. See, nobody needs to know. All right, next question. Just a comment because everyone seems to think sneaky links and hookups are peak. I've been with my man for nearly 16 years and the S has improved with time, trust, and communication. I'm talking multiple kink toys, etc. It keeps the marriage spicy and both of us try it out, do each other. And see, that's how a relationship should be. You know, that's how a relationship should be, is like you guys are including toys, other stuff, trying new things, you know, keeping each other freaky. Absolutely. But sneaky links and friends with benefits have their place. And I'm not saying sneaky link or friends with benefits when you're married or in a relationship. I'm saying sometimes you're going through a phase in life where you don't want to date anybody. You're not looking for anything serious. But you do got some needs down there, right? Like you got some needs to be fulfilled. And there's nothing wrong having a sneaky link or a friends with benefits for a little bit, for a little while, you know, because sometimes some people catch feelings and it happens. So there's nothing wrong with it. That's why I never downplay or be like, oh, you don't need that. A time and a place for that, right? Belle's Beauty, what's up, girl? ¿Cómo estás? 30s phase is peak. That's what I'm saying. Like Edgar in his 20s, I don't know what the fuck was going on, okay? Edgar in his 30s is a lot better. Sometimes you just got to settle down eventually. Absolutely. Like, there's nothing wrong with settling down. Teresa, ¿cómo estás? But, like I said, say you just got out of a relationship, horrible relationship, 10-year relationship, Rose, right? And you're not looking to date anybody anytime soon, right? I'm sure at a certain point, you're going to get that itch. It's going to start purring down there, right? Not because you're looking for somebody, but because you're feeling, you know, like you need to get grabbed a little hand necklace going on, right? And that's what I'm saying. Friends with benefits is totally fine, right? Sneaky link, totally fine. And then eventually, yeah, like when you want to find somebody, you find somebody, right? Robin, thank you for the gift. Friends with benefits, way less work for me. We have needs. Be up front from the get-go. Girls will respect you more as a man. Absolutely. Just be up front, like instead of playing with their emotions. I am single and I have a friends with benefits. See? Thank you, Belle's Beauty. Literally, Loves me some PDA. Why would you settle down, especially if you were in a relationship for so long? Go out and have fun. Exactly. Like, everybody heals at their own pace. Like, but do take some time for yourself, especially after a long relationship. Dating in your 40s sucks. Dating sucks, period. But any age. But there is plenty of great guys, plenty of great girls. It just takes a little bit of time to find them because, you know, nobody's going to be perfect. And if your expectations are fucking crazy, even worse. You know, because some people's expectations in a guy or a girl is crazy insane. This dude that doesn't work out, doesn't take care of himself, wants a freaking model, and, you know, is overweight. I'm like, bro, like, you're not going to get that. Friends with benefit is missed situation because it becomes so confusing. That's why I said for a little bit. I'm not saying have a friends with benefits or a sneaky link for a long time. Not what I said. Because they do get weird. They do get confused. Excuse me. And then eventually sometimes somebody catches feelings. Nice camera quality. Gracias. It's because we are using an actual DSLR camera. It's connected to my stuff. I got a microphone and everything for you guys. So thank you. Yes, it's hard in your 40s because they go straight calling us cougars. Nothing wrong with that, girl. Nothing wrong with that. I got called, what it was called? Unk. Because, well, shit, I'm 37. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, they're going to say what they want to say. I remember when I was like 20 years old calling people in their 30s old and shit. Comes right back around. But guess what? Guess what? They're going to be in the same place later on. Somebody's going to call him unk or some sort of word. I don't know. But shit. Hey, they're heading there no matter what. Like, you can't stop it. So, all right. Next question. Hold on. I just read that one. Is there any way we can slap some sense into my guy friend? Tell him to come here. Slap some sense into my guy friend. This dude keeps sending money to an ex that has him blocked. Plus, he cheated on him. All he says is, I love her. Girl, I will slap the shit out of him, too. And I don't understand how some guys can send money to girls that they've never met, they don't know, or they don't even like, you clearly said that, Becca, ¿cómo estás? How are you? You said that he's blocked, and he still sends her money. Of course, she's also gonna throw the red ball. Well, of course, we'll throw. Hold on. You know, this is what that man is. He's a red flag. And she's gonna continue to accept the money as long as he keeps it. She has nothing. She doesn't talk to him. She doesn't have to hook up with him. She doesn't have to do anything. And he continues to send her money. So why not? If the guy's gonna be dumb enough to send money for like no attention, no nothing, let him. Let him. You know, some people will be slow. You know, because I would never send an ex money like that. And especially being blocked, I don't get anything from it. Nah. Hey, but props to her getting some money from a dude that she doesn't have to hook up with, doesn't have to do anything. Are you sure it's no nothing? I mean, I'm thinking it's no nothing because on the question it said that he was blocked. You know? So he's got to be getting something, which is crazy, but some guys are not. There's some guys who will send money, but mind you, if there's somebody who wants to send you money or give you money or anything like that, and you think that it's free, they're eventually, nothing is free. Nothing is free. They're eventually going to cash in on something. Hey, send me a picture. Hey, we should meet up. And they're going to get upset because they're going to be like, I sent you all this money and we can't even meet up. You can't even send me a picture, you know? So trust me when I say nothing is ever for free. Like it's a matter of time before they cash in on what they're sending you. So, but hey, like if he wants to continue sending money, let him. Like my slap is not gonna do anything. He can be right here, boom, and then he's gonna be like, you know what? I forgot to send her money this week. I'll be right back. So, It's like somebody said, it's gonna be an expensive lesson to learn. Yes, it is. Nothing else in life is free. Not even dying from him, but dumb will still cost them. Absolutely. And but even being in a relationship, you're investing, like taking somebody on a date, you're investing into them. So yeah, like you're investing money, obviously, or like say you buy them a gift. Yes, you're buying, you're using money or a gift, whatever, but not in a bad way. Like you're taking someone in to dinner because you're investing into them. You're paying money to get to know them more over dinner. Like that's why I'm saying, like it's never for free. Even when you're when they're trying to court you or anything, like they're investing into you. They're investing into like getting to know you, to getting you to fall in love with them. Like they're investing into you. Like it's the same thing. And that's why I'm saying, like it's never free. Like there's always some intentions behind it. He just has a big heart. He has a big heart, but a very small, because he just can't get over her. All right, next question. As a woman, it can be sexy to take the lead. However, I feel like I always do. How can I kindly tell my man, hey, buddy, pin me down and let your natural instincts take the wheel? Girl, you need to tell him that. You need to tell him that. Because, and the reason I say that was because I remember, like I mentioned it before, because I do one-on-one sessions. You can text me or video message me, link in the bio. She was struggling the same way with her man, and I basically told him, hey, have you ever told him? You know, she was just waiting for him to do it. She was just assuming eventually that he was gonna do it. I was like, no, tell him. And so what she told him was that she wanted hand necklaces. She wanted to be disrespected. She wanted to be thrown around. She wanted bruises on her. And then you know what the guy said? Yes, ma'am. And he did all that. And she reported back the next day. She was like, Sergeant. I was like, what's up? It was the most amazing night that I had last night. I have bruises. I have scratches. I have, like, the way he just took control and manhandled me was amazing. And see, that's why I mean, like, sometimes you just have to say something if you haven't, right? Because maybe they don't know that you want to be respectfully disrespected in the bedroom. Like they might be like, "Oh, really? You want me to do that? You want me to? You want me to hit you? You want a hand necklace? Is that what you want?" A girl just gotta say, and I want you to grab me and say less. True, but also a guy, fellas. I'm sure you know your name, bro. 69. You know how to push it. Like you can kind of see like what they want, right? Like a little harder here. If you do something and maybe they'll tell you, hey, I didn't like that, or maybe harder. Like, you know, you give them a hand necklace and they say harder. You're just like, okay, you know, right? Like you know that this person likes it pretty rough. And for the most part, for most girls, they like to be dominated. And they like to be respectfully disrespected. I'm saying most. I'm not saying all. Some girls don't like it, and I get it. But for the most part, most girls like to be respectfully disrespected. So, shit is crazy. So, don't be afraid to try a few things. Obviously, night one, don't just be like hard as fuck. Because then she's going to be like, what the fuck? I don't even like to get slapped. And you just like gave her a fucking haymaker. So, but only in the bedroom. Yes, CMD. Only in the bedroom. I'm not saying outside of the bedroom. I'm not saying when you guys argue. Only in the bedroom. This is only being intimate. That's why I say disrespect them respectfully. Right? Because in the bedroom only. Why does my ex text me for almost 2 weeks after our last S life? Yet he's still with that he cheated on me with? Because you answer him and you go back to him, hermosa, 821. You answer him and you go back to him. And he knows that cookie is still there. Stop answering him. Stop responding to him. Stop messaging him. Stop accepting to hook up with him or meet up with him. Just cut off all communications. Because if he can have both, then guess what? He gonna have both. And you also learned you were the main piece and she was the side piece. Now she's the side piece, and guess what? You are. You are the side piece. So if there's even like a little hope in your head to like go back, no. Because guess what? If he makes you the main piece again, guess what position just opened? I'll let you guess. Ohana, what's up, girl? How are you? Let me see. That is so true. All right, next question. When is it okay to use pet names when you're talking to someone new? I have been talking to this guy over a year now. He started calling me babe and such. I want to give it back, but I don't want to use overplayed. Girl, just say whatever you want. That's overthinking it. Overthinking it is, oh, I shouldn't say this. No, whatever you feel like saying, that's what you say. That's what you say. There's no right word. Just don't call him anything disrespectful. Be like, hey, you piece of, don't say that. Just but whatever you feel. If you feel like calling him babe, amor, cupcake, my cinnamon apple, tiger, buddy. No, don't use that one. Or tiger. You'll probably get upset. But just say it, just say whatever you feel like saying. He felt like saying babe, totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Why didn't you question that, huh? Be like, why do you call me babe? No, because that's what he felt like calling you was babe. Dumpling, pork chop. It's all about the moment, little spoon. See, like I call mine bebé. See, that's what I'm saying. There's no right or wrong answer. Just whatever you feel, that's what you say. Let's not overthink a lot of the stuff people overthink that they shouldn't be overthinking, and this is one of them. And you're not the only one. I'm not, we're not trying to attack you or anything, but there's plenty of people like, oh, should I say this or should I say it? No, whatever you feel like saying, that's what you say. It's all good and fun. Pudding, yeah, absolutely. You can call him Pudding. I mean, I would feel kind of weird if you called me Pudding, but I'd probably get used to it. All right, next question. He probably calls his all... See, but don't think that either. Mi dulce vida. She's like, he probably calls all his girls babes. Yeah, no. Well, it's because there's not a whole lot of things to call somebody, right? Because say you had 5 boyfriends, right? And you called them all babe, like that's no reason to get upset. That's just like the word that you like to use when you're in love with somebody. Just because you're with somebody new doesn't mean you have to call them something different, right? Unless that person makes you feel a different type of way and you call them something different, right? Say like for some reason he did something, you called everybody else babe, but you call him mi amor for some reason, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But getting the same like pet name used, there's nothing wrong with that. If he called her babe and calls you babe, whatever. As long as you're in the babe, he could just be calling you by your first name all the time. Hunky chunk, amorcito corazoncito. Hey, that's a long one though. Yeah, let's short it down a little bit. Call them the same so you won't get them confused. Also, I remember, I don't do this now, but this was like young Edgar. I would call everybody the same pet name because at the time I was talking to multiple girls and they didn't know that, but I didn't want to get their names confused because I had gotten their names confused before. And so how do you not get their names confused? You just call them all the same thing. Then you don't get caught. I'm not saying that this is going on now, with your person, but if it happens early on in the relationship, it could be a possibility. I don't know. What does it mean when he introduced it to his parents and some of his families as a very good friend, but he introduces you to very close friends, but guys hang out with as his girlfriend? Ooh. So, E. Rivera, are you his girlfriend or not? Never mind, they're gonna know. That's what babe is for. Right. So, E. Rivera, are you his girlfriend or not? Until you forget the real name, Nothing is an open field. He hasn't asked me out yet. See, okay. So technically it's okay for him to introduce you as a friend, but you also say the same thing, and I'm sure he's not gonna like it, because this is why I say it doesn't matter what age you are. You guys need to let it be known clearly. Hey, we're dating now, boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay, have him at. I want you to be my girlfriend. I want you to be my boyfriend, right? Like, or are we a thing? Let it be known, because just assuming, it keeps you in a situationship. Absolutely, Yenny. You stay in a situationship because, maybe he'll introduce you to some people as a friend because there could be somebody that he likes in that group, and he doesn't want to be like, I have a girl, this is just a friend. So no, we need to be clear on things here, because say you're being 100% exclusive to him, you're all for him, and he's over here he has a lot of friends, right? So this is why I'm saying you have to make things clear. It doesn't matter what age you are. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Absolutely. Thank you, D. Don't be his secret. Introduce him to your family as your boyfriend, and then see what he tells his family after. True, but I would rather them have the conversation and be like, what are we? And tell them straight up too. Be like, you've introduced me to these people as your girlfriend and these people as your friend. I just need to know where we're at. Like, what are we? Because I'm confused as fuck. And see what he says then. And let him know. Let him know how you feel. Be like, hey, it's making me feel really weird because you introduced me over here as a friend, and then you introduced me over here as a girlfriend. Like, which one is it? Are we a thing or not? And have him say yes or no, not kinda. We'll see how things go. Because this is how you get stuck in situations, like situationships. It's like this. You just wait to see what happens. Maybe you assume that you're in a relationship, and then guess what? He hooks up with somebody else, and then he tells you, well, we're not dating, we're not official or anything, so you can't get upset. And he's right, you can't get upset because you're not official. Yeah, it sucks the way he did it, but where do we send questions? So once a month, I put the anonymous question link on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on my Instagram, definitely go follow me over there. Link is in the bio. I post it on my Scarface page and then the Scar Talks page. And then you guys, we do the lives this way. So that's where you can answer it. Link is in the bio if you want to follow my IG. And we do it every month. So trust me, it's a good time. All right, let's get into the next question. I have heard it's a man's natural instinct to chase, but I like the man I'm talking to. He texts, I reply when I can, of course. Do men get bored of the girl that they don't have to chase? No, absolutely not. I think it just depends on the person, because it depends on your definition of chasing. To me, chasing is like, this girl doesn't want you and you continue to no, let me get her attention, let me take her out, let me do this, and you're getting very little from that person. Trying to get somebody is hey, I'm talking to you, she puts in effort, she gives me effort, excuse me. So things like that. I don't like to chase, and that's my definition of chasing, is you're trying to go after somebody who is probably not very interested in you, and they just keep doing that. So do guys get bored of, do guys love the chase? Absolutely. They love that chase of oh, I'm gonna get her. But there are some people like myself, I'm not gonna be be running around, be like, hey, look at me. No, absolutely not. If I give you attention, I would hope you give me attention. If not, then cool. I'm gonna go give my attention to somebody else. I'm not gonna sit here and chase you. So, but it just depends. Guys are different. There's some guys, that's the way they love to work, and they don't care, they don't mind it, and they might get tired after the chase. There are some people who get tired after chasing the person. That can happen too. That's why there's no right or wrong answer on that one, because it just depends on that guy. And if he continues to text you and everything and you message back right away, there's nothing wrong with that. Some guys love that. I like to send somebody a message and then them respond to me, them putting effort into me. Yes, please. Give me that. I don't want to text somebody and then be like, I know she looked at her phone, but she doesn't even want to respond to me. Like, should I message her again? Should I do this? Should I? No, I'm not trying to do all that. Like, if you're not interested, cool. Like, I can tell by the vibes. That's all I need to know. Okay. Don't ever assume your position, ladies. Men make things clear to their lady, and men will not chase, but they will pursue the right one. Absolutely. See, well, thank you for that. Absolutely. Sounds like a full-time job. Yeah, like chasing. Fuck yeah, it sounds like a full-time job. Like I ain't trying to do all that. What does it mean when he asked you about stairs? What? At you, but never comes up. Oh, what does it mean when he asks about you, stares at you, but never comes up to talk? It could be that he's either shy, so he's afraid to come and talk to you, or he's married in a relationship, and so he can't come and talk to you. So again, which one is it? One of those, like he doesn't have confidence to come and say something to you because, he doesn't want to get the fear of rejection, the fear that you won't want him. Some guys are afraid to get rejected, and that's fine. But hey, somebody will eventually say yes. Or he's, like I said, he's in a relationship. Men match energies. That's why it's effed up when girls just pretend for the attention of men. So we're normal. Men see a red flag, we out. Yeah, and girls are similar too. I'm glad you said that. Girls are similar too. Like they'll sometimes match your energy too. So if you're being kind of hot and cold with them, they'll probably start being hot and cold with you, or even check out too. So that's why I'm saying, like, dating is like a dance out here, right? Like, it just depends. It's like something, a little bit of cumbia. Sometimes it's something that you don't even know how to dance. That's why the relationship fucks up. If you study the psychology of addiction, the push and pull method works. A chase and catch gives a dopamine response. Then you pull away, that triggers the addiction. This is toxic though. It sounds toxic, girl. That's what it sounds like. All right, next question. All right. I wanted to say thank you for uploading your lives on YouTube. I wish IG had picture in picture like TikTok. Sometimes it's hard to catch the lives. You are so well-spoken, soft, and masculine. Overall, genuine. Keep it up. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for sending that one. And the reason I left the question in is because I do upload, anytime we have the question live, I upload it to YouTube and it should be up the next day. So if you ask a question and you miss the live, I upload it there too. And it's a great watch, like even if you go back and rewatch it, it's a great watch to see like what happened in the live, the questions and everything like that. It's a lot of fun, but it's even better live because you get to participate. People are talking, people are chatting, people talk amongst themselves. People have made friends on here, which is really cool. That's the benefit of joining live. And then you get to put in your 2 cents just like everybody else, and we just get to talk, right? That's why it's fun live, but the rewatch is just as great. So, but thank you for sending that message. I really do appreciate it. I love doing this stuff for you guys. It's a lot of fun. All right. Next question. Just started a Friends with Benefits about 6 months ago. He's 30. I am 39. Recently, right after 4 rounds of Ez, he said, "You're so nice." Why the fuck would he say that? Context. Round 1 success. Round 2, he couldn't get hard. Round 3 got hard but overheated. Hold on. Sorry, that was the first time I heard that. Round 3 but got hard but got overheated. He didn't finish. And round 4 he finished. Each round he made sure he came. How do you overheat? That's my question. How do you overheat? Did he just like, oh shit, hold on, it's a little hot. I'm gonna sit down real quick. That's funny. How do you overheat? But at least he's trying, girl. That to me, it sounds like he's trying to be with you, even if he overheats or not. Tell him to get some fucking antifreeze or something. Probably out of shape. That's probably that's what I was thinking, that he might be a little out of shape. So like he overheated, so he got tired. But he's making sure that, first of all, he went 4 rounds with you. So not a lot of people can do that. Second of all, he's making sure that you get to your place that you need to get every time, which is such a gentleman of him. And so, I mean, if he's overheating out of shape, there's ways to fix that. there's ways to fix the overheating issue. Just hit the gym or something. Or maybe this is why he's going so many rounds, because he needs, he's trying to cut down some weight. But I think you have something fine going, right? And you're getting, trust me, you're getting a lot more than some people get. So each round, there's some things that he could do to fix, some of his issues, but like the overheating, for example. So I always have water on my nightstand. Hi, mister. What's up, Myra? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Jess, how are you? What's up, girl? Right? He went in on some rounds. But that was funny. I've never heard it put like that. Like he overheated. I'm going to start using that. It's like I was going so hard and I overheated. All right. Next question. I think my man is my definition of the most attractive man alive from head to toe. He knows how to turn me on with his existence. He is everything I dreamt of. How do I tell him without scaring him? Girl, just tell him. Like, what? He might enjoy those words. All those things that you said, he might enjoy them. And why would it scare him? Like, if you telling him how you feel scares him, that's a problem. Right? Because what I read was nothing but great compliments to the guy. And it could be that you might be overthinking it a little bit, right? That you're going to tell him and he's going to be like, get away from me. Because you weren't like, you weren't saying like, oh, I can't wait till we get married and like have kids or things like that, right? Like you're not saying that type of stuff. You're saying that you find this person very attractive, that, this is, that you've always dreamt of a guy like this, right? There's nothing wrong. The guy will probably love it and probably try a little bit harder too. Be like, oh, dang, like I'm what she wanted in her life, right? Bro, I know so much physically. Sometimes I don't know if girls are being genuine or if they trying to run game. Any advice on how to shit test a female to see if she is serious about you? I mean, I would say the same thing about guys. Like, just pay attention to their actions too. Like, is she trying? Like with you? Because that's how I feel somebody's into me, is they're also putting an effort. Not more than the guy. I'm not saying like, hey, I want princess treatment, prince treatment. No. But a relationship is going to work well when you try and she tries. So if she's putting an effort into you, calling you too, getting to know you, doing cute things for you too, every now and then, she's interested, right? Say she came over and she brought you a coffee or something, like exactly, like you're like, damn, you brought me a coffee, right? Like the little things like that, it means she's interested in you as well. So I would just say pay attention to that. All right, next question. I want to add music when I'm with my man in bed. How do I bring it up? It's not boring. I just want to dance on him. Just start playing it before you guys even get started. Like when you've been with somebody and you kind of know like, hey, something's going to happen right now. I already know. Guess what? Have it queued up. Be like, and then it just starts playing. What are you going to say? Turn it off? If he turned it and be like, no, I want it, exactly. You didn't play it before. Just have it playing. Have it going. Or the moment you feel something like happening, right? Turn the speaker on real quick and then just tell him to hold on real quick. He's not going to be like, oh, fuck this up. I'm over. No, if you put music on, maybe he's been wanting to put music on too, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. Just play the music. You don't have to ask him. Don't ask him, be like, hey, is it okay if I play music? No. Play it. That's all you got to do. Right? Just play the music. There's nothing wrong. If you tell the guy, hey, hold on real quick. Yenny, she's like, Alexa, turn it up. Exactly. There's nothing wrong. Or hey, Alexa, turn on me music. Hopefully, like you guys had me on speaker and your Alexa fucking started playing. Just play the music, say it to so that neighbors don't hear, dance on it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just do it. Don't overthink that you have to ask them for permission or anything like that. I would just say, just play it. That's all you got to do. All right. Next question. My baby daddy broke me down. I am working on myself and in good spirits. I met my new man. He is cool and all. I'm not ready to be intimate. Should I let him go or stay to see what happens? Let him go, girl. And the reason I say that is because you're not healed from your previous relationship. Because you're like, I'm not ready to be intimate. You're not ready to exchange, because you're not ready to move on, right? You're not ready to be with somebody else. To me, like based off of that, like what you sent, is that you're not healed. And why would you want to give somebody 50% of you, right? Would you want the person that you talk to only give you 50% of yourself or themselves? No, you would want at least 100%, almost 100% of somebody. Not somebody who's going through a healing phase. And so if you wouldn't want somebody going through a healing phase, why would you put somebody through like that? Because that's what it sounds like, that you're still trying to get like heal. And there's nothing wrong. People heal at different speeds, different whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's okay. Like, and it's better that you notice like, hey, I'm still in a healing phase. I don't want to put somebody through that, because you even said, should I let him go or stay and see what happens? That's what I'm saying. You even said, should I let him go? Because you know that you're not there, and it's okay. You know, that's when I talked about earlier about how like some people are not in the season to be in a relationship, and that's okay. But it's better to not drag somebody along, and then eventually, once you get through the healing phase, you're gonna be like, I don't even like this dude like that, right? And that's what rebounds are. That's what rebounds happens. He also could be a rebound, especially if he was like the next person, because typically the next person is the rebound. The only reason you're enjoying how they're making you feel. You know, you enjoy the attention. You enjoy being wanted. You enjoy feeling sexy. You enjoy all that. You're enjoying how he makes you feel. You're not into him like that, in love with him like that, like feelings like that. You're just enjoying the feelings, those moments. And then once you realize, you're like, dang, I don't even like this person like that, right? And now guess what? Like you just put this guy through a whole bunch of, shit just because you were in a healing phase. So if you know that you're in a healing phase, let's let them do their thing. Heal on your own. Your rebound is not the love of your life. Says he's hi from Miami. What's up, Lynn? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? You have to stiff your allergies. Please take your care of yourself. Oh, I have been. I've been taking some medicine and stuff. So trust me. I don't know why it's like I felt fine, absolutely fine. But when I start talking for like long period of time, I start like my nose starts getting a little liquidy. So trust me, I'm good though. Also, so actually I'll do one more question. All right. All right, let's do this one. I'm about to hook up with a new guy. I haven't been with anyone for years, but all I think about is whispering, the whispering eye, as you call it. Help a girl out. Girl, if you guys don't know what the whispering eye is, first of all, say you're doing it on all fours, right? And you're on your all fours, your man is behind you. A guy is looking at it. I'm telling you right now, the guy is looking at it. He's taking a peek. He's thinking about maybe even sliding a finger. He's thinking of, like, he's looking at it. He's looking at the hairs that you missed to shave. Like he's looking at it all. Okay, he sees it all. It's right there. But don't be. It's actually turning the guy on. Like it's not like in a bad way. Just make sure that you don't have maybe some like leftover paper in there, some dingleberries in there. That's all you got to worry about. Like, if you know you're going to be intimate with somebody, maybe just go in like real quick and be like, all right, something like that. So, but I'm letting you know right now. Put a plug in. Absolutely. Like that's another thing. Like if you're really self-conscious, go to naughtyscience.com, get a plug, slide it right in. And I'll tell you this right now. The O's will be crazy. I'm telling you right now. Like quote me on that. Okay? The O's will be crazy if you use a plug. I'm telling you that right now. But regardless, a guy is looking at it. A guy is gonna stare at it. A guy is gonna even wink at it. Maybe even blow a kiss at it. I mean, what's up, girl? You know, some guys will even want to like use their tongue all up in there. I'm just saying. Okay, some guys get freaky and do some stuff like that. And also, like she said, the vibrating one. Yes, I have one on Naughty Science that goes in and then it goes ooh, 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 and trust me, O's are crazy with it. So if you don't believe me, trust me, go do it, and then watch. You're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Edgar! Like this is so amazing. It's changed my life. I even won the lottery." No, I don't. You probably won't win the lottery, but it'll definitely change your life. And just try it once. You know, I'm not saying like if you don't like it, then you don't like it. Cool, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But you never know. You might just be like, "Holy shit! What did I just discover? This is what colors look like in real life after finishing that type of way." So I'm just saying it'll do some things to you. So if you haven't tried it, but regardless, the guy's gonna look at it. Like I'm just gonna be 100% honest. The guy is gonna look at it. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can say unless the lights are off or something like that. The guy is gonna look at it, especially if you're on all fours. The guy's gonna look at it, and he's might want to play with it too. So just saying. But anyways. I'm gonna hop off now. I'm about to go to the gym. If you guys want to ask questions, like I said, make sure you guys follow me on IG. That's where I post the anonymous link, and you guys can ask questions. If you guys want to do one-on-ones, because people thought it wasn't me. Like when you text me or video me, it's me. Like it's literally me. So I get it, and I'll be like, I'll read it and I'll respond when I can. But if you guys want to text me or video like your issues and concerns, I also do that. Link is in the bio. Go check out the podcast. New podcast every week. This week was being too understanding and how to fix that, right? Because some of us be a little bit too understanding, right? Trust me, I was there. I was a little too understanding on things that I shouldn't have been understanding on. So uncomfortable convos, link is on the bio. If you guys want to watch the video versions, Spotify or YouTube or any audio platform. But as soon as you click the link to go to the podcast homepage, it lets you click wherever you want, right? So definitely go check it out. Mondays and Thursdays, I go live. So if you guys missed the live or love the live, Mondays and Thursdays, mark it down on your calendar, 7 p.m. Like right now it's 8:03, so adjust accordingly. And when we don't do the questions, we do have fun lives too. All my lives are topic based. You know, either we do the questions or we do different types of topics. And trust me, we have fun. We do different types of like test exams too. Like, hey, like let's test this, see how freaky you are and stuff like that. So trust me. My lives are fun. There's not battles or anything like that. We have fun over here. So definitely check it out. Make sure you click the link. I'm going to be posting some TikToks here in a little bit too. So make sure you guys like them. Make sure you guys share them. And if you missed the live, the majority of the live is going up on YouTube and will be up tomorrow. So I like the spicy chats. Yes, absolutely, they get spicy. Even though some of them get me fucking suspended. But we still have them. Okay, we still have them. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Se la lavan. If you have hairs in your whispering eye, make sure you shave them because he's going to look at them. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.